Hey, what's up, guys? I got another game for you today. Of course, set 13 fresh. Playing against Cody here with my Manipulative Tau. This is a really cool deck. I've only put one game on it so far, but I think it's got a lot of potential. Oh, I already know what I'm doing. Oh man, I almost want to enter. Throw this. Eh. Hmm. Mm. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna keep that attack because I kind of want to see if I can land at stage lock a little bit better. Um, But anyway, I'll trust my mic on. I probably came on a sec. Maybe I won't, but I've been really liking this deck. I've only played the one game with it, but it's really fun. It does a lot. The manipulative mastery helping you prevent attacks is huge because Tao's trying to ditch out of combats anyway. So when you get stuck in them, having a little bit of extra defense is great. Not to mention the fact uh, that it just helps stop them from critting off your captures and your programmings. Um, and having a little pile hate is pretty nice. So all these things really go hand in hand, and I'm trying to build a deck mostly around camping instead of trying to do the unleash stuff. Like oh, perfect. Enter no effects. Um, Probably wants to lead this. Yeah, we'll do this. Hmm. Probably. Maybe I should have waited. I should have thrown this first, then tried that. I kind of want to just land this first though, if I can. Because then if he does his level 1 or something, energy and pays his stages away. Means he's gonna have less stages to do anything with. Do I put the capture on? Yeah. Just sending messages to everybody. Everyone's hitting me up with like deck stuff and Z stuff. It's super exciting. This is just such a fun time. Been super fun to talk to everybody about deck lists. I have more deck lists in the way. I really hope he doesn't name a puzzle. I would be really bummed out if he names puzzle. Oh shit, he was supposed to take a life card. Whatever. I would name it, but well, he's looking at his deck anyway. I could have stopped it, but oh well, I forgot it. Let's see what he names. It's probably gonna be. I'm assuming it's gonna be a puzzle. Alright, so send everybody my messages. I'm just catching up with everybody. Communist Revolution in America. Oh, damn. There's some good videos in my feed here. But this deck is really cool. I think this is what Tau needed. None of the other Black Masters particularly synergized with him very well, so this just having more defense is perfect. Good. Hope it's good, because then I toss this. Bam. Bam. Kind of bummer I lost the swipe, but that's alright. I'm going to get 2 attach grids on him. 1 life. Pass, pass. So this is at beginning of each turn, and this is at the start of each turn. So they're both at the start of each turn. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. What's great is if he even gets an ally. I could almost let him hit the level 1 to get the Bojack ally. Oh, he played it. Never mind. Well, perfect. This works. Just fine for me. Um, yeah, I love this mastery. This mastery was by far um, not a lot of talk about it after it was released, after it was revealed, but I think this everyone's been so fixated on Vegito. Oh shit! I wanted an attack so I could. I was looking for a game forever. Sorry, Cody. I just got home. I was watching. Yeah, Cody hit me up earlier. Interesting choice to do this first. He does get to banish something out of my pile, or on my deck. Okay, that's interesting. Sorry, Shane. I have time for a second game. So I do have about like a little hour and a half until I do have to leave to go to work at this point. I know, I've been really wanting to play with everybody. It's funny because like I was trying to get games forever like the other night, and everyone was just testing with their friends, so I couldn't get anyone to play with me. And then I passed out waiting for people, and all of a sudden, like the moment I passed out, like 5 different people like messaged me like I was in your game but you didn't play with me. I was like, oh man, it's just funny to me. Oh wow, look at everybody's coming to watch my game now. Of course, when I have to go to work soon. That's funny. What's cool is if this hits or doesn't get hit or doesn't hit, I get to put the capture back in my deck for later. Kind of a bummer. I don't want to pitch these. All right. So I do get to retrieve one. So he put 2 energies. He put with the Ricochet, and he's putting Seeking Blast on top. I don't want to pitch these both, but this is so good to have out. But I don't have anything I really want. This is tough. Yeah, I have other ally tech in my deck. Double Tug of War. The special. Make sure we kill his pile. Don't want him to resource any of that. Oh yeah, see, I got this. This card is so fucking good. Like, a double Anger Lower on reveal with a Mastery to play as defense. Well, you reveal it, get the crit, then you lower their Anger one. This card is so good. I'm so bummed it's banished after use. So we're gonna drop that there. Rejuve this. We're just gonna top deck. The 1. Because if he uses the Bojack power, I'm gonna kill the Bojack. Yeah. And plus on the move came out since I was last playing Black Tau, which is really cool. Which is really nice. Not that that really... It's mostly just another block to help me get into my dig into my deck quicker because it draws. Oh, this is pretty nice. I was thinking about top decking this too because I want to draw this just to try to get an Android programming on. I'll probably wait to throw this until towards the end of the combat. At least after I've gotten rid of the Bojack ally. I'll do this. Good. I'm assuming it's good. Bummer. Oh, well, this isn't the worst. I can always do this. Okay, well, that's not particularly better, but I don't know. Well, maybe the power up is actually better to keep because on the pass, if I still have the attach cards on. Yeah, we're just gonna block the Bojack power. I'm not entirely sure preventing the Bojack power is what I want to do though. Shit. Was that the right play? I don't know. Banishing this. I should have kept it in there so I could top deck it. That was my bad. That was kind of a goof on my end, I think, doing that, but let's see what he's got in the pile. I'm debating if I want to actually. Oh, hell yeah. Bottom two. Two. I do want to kill that. Get those betrayals out so we can't decap them. Again, I want to let that level 1 hit. I guess I wish I had kept this in there because I want to be able to top deck it, but oh well. That's me goofing. I think I still have. I feel like there's got to be another energy block I run. Oh fuck yeah! Thank God I had this in my hands. Perfect. Debating about throwing this. Alex left, probably bored. Pass. Yeah, plus if I say this too and he does malicious, then I throw this for the life card. The life card chip. He knocked my time out last time. What other energy blocks do I have in here? Do I really only have swipe in here? Swipe, on the move, puzzle, time, the reveal stops. Oh, I have the Omni block, Black Hop too. So I do have a lot of blocks. Plus stare down's a block. Or Black Swirl's kind of a block if I name the right card. So more stuff to consider. Oh, Shane, give me. Oh, sorry. I just realized Shane was calling me on Discord. I never even heard the notification go off. Okay, so we pick the programming. How many programs do I have left? None. Yeah, I only run the one programming. That's a bummer. Two life, 4 stages. I would have preferred to run this after I got hit by something to reveal, but I don't want to have that black or the blue deal on top. I'll start a call with Shane. Hey, what's up, dude? I know, I haven't played with you in forever.
Your podcast and I just like touched my computer screen in a sad, remorseful way.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of time here to do stuff in forever. I've been working a crap load.
Me too, man. I feel you.
So, but
Life's hard.
I've been making a lot more time for Z stuff lately. Um, do I even have anything that can attach it styled? I think I have the
It's the
one.
new set, man. It doesn't matter how bad the set is. It makes us all play.
Yeah, it's definitely brought me back into the fold quite a bit. Shit, I don't think I have anything. I think you just asked.
Have you done much playing with and against the Vegito?
I've played as Vegito like 4 times. I don't know if I can't even think if I played against him directly. I've watched some matches with him. Oh, you little.
I played a ton against Vegito pre-release. I haven't played a single game against him since he got his name block. But I was playing against him a lot, and I was like, and I built some decks with him. I don't think I've ever actually played him really, but I was like, wow, this sure is ridiculous. And I gave him the best named block in the game.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then the entire orange set is like energetic Vegito support. So
Yeah, it's all those cards directly support that mastery. I think he can be pretty nuts. He can draw a lot, but he's also subject to what he draws, and he's also subject to having stages. Not that Orange has problems with stages, but there's I literally went off in a chat about how many things counter him, and after like the seventh or eighth thing, I was like, okay, I think I'm done here. Naming like he's very strong. I don't think he's crazier than anything like the best of what we have already, personally. Um, my opinion might change on that over time, but
I think he's crazier than a lot of the stuff that we have.
he's up. He's
I
definitely right up there with like the best.
I think he's the best MP in the game.
That's interesting.
Specifically, energetic Vegito. It's pretty ridiculous. There's a lot of There's a surprising amount of versatility to that deck, and he can really surprise you with some things that you're not ready for. Um, Before he got his name block, I was beating him consistently in energetic with Black Kami, actually.
Hmm.
Um, but that was before he got a whole set of dedicated support and before he got his name card. So I don't know.
Oh hell yeah! I got. I don't know if you're watching my game still, but this is.
Oh, I'm watching. You're destroying him. He's banishing so much.
I know. I got a turn where I had capture, or sorry, I had the face crush on, and then I got the Dodon on.
Yeah, I saw like turn one, you had him captured in Dodon, and I'm like, what is going on? Oh, Manipulative Mastery is so good. I think that
Oh,
I
it's
listened to your
absolutely.
I listened to your review of the masteries. I actually think Manipulative is the best.
There's somebody else that told me that. Oh, Kelly thinks it's the best one. I'm for sure
Well,
top
yeah, it has
three.
black in the title. Of course, he thinks it's the best.
Well, and that's the thing. Everyone was like, Enhanced is the best. I'm looking at Enhanced. I'm like, okay, it's good, and I kind of agreed with them. I did agree with them ultimately. I want to rescind that. I did bring up though that Enhanced is great if the game goes on forever, but if it don't go on forever, like I'll just
That's a
say
good point.
forgot to banish top two. Like what it does is it it punishes the fast decks, or sorry, punishes the slow decks, but fast decks don't give a shit about it. They don't die fast enough to it. It doesn't have enough out front advantage. The 2 card rejuve is cool and all. Ah shit, he's gonna hit me with this.
Well, what I don't think Enhanced is the best mastery at all, but I think it's the most unfun.
It's yeah, I think it's people are mostly hating on the banish part, saying that that's unfun.
It's no fun to sit down to play it and then just like they get lucky and they banish your stuff off the top every combat that you want to be seeing. You know?
Yeah. Um, I totally get that sentiment, but at the same time, like, eh.
Eh.
Like, it doesn't matter for a lot of decks. Most decks are fast enough and they don't give a shit enough that they're gonna outpace it. Um,
Like an energetic Vegeta.
yeah, like energetic Vegito, any of the new anger decks, like Gotenks Rampaging is a great example of a deck that deck wins in 2 combats, sometimes 3. Like a lot of these decks now are just so fast in the aggro. Um, how do I want to do
Freaking
this?
Rampaging Gohan is super dumb too. Removing the skip hurts from his new level 2 hurt that deck more than I expected, but uh, he's still ridiculous.
Fuck, I should.
Power Punch is dumb. Uh, what else is dumb that he does? He hits so hard.
He's got the big AT. He's a victim of losing stages like Broly. But he also doesn't have as good of like rare, pure physical mods that Broly has.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're trying to MPPV with rampaging, and then you also happen to kill your opponent. I knocked my opponent down like 40
Oh
cards and went
shit.
to level 4 almost in the same combat. Like, I don't mean down 240. I mean I did 40 cards. Uh, it's really insane. It's a lot of fun to play. I don't know how much fun I'm gonna have playing against it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my adaptive decks. Everything's so fast.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that's it. Well, but here's the thing. I think Android 20 is super good right now, especially with meditation being back to 2. He and mocking drill. He's so viable right now, and he can grab absorption drill to beat all these energetic decks, whipping a ton of energies, so he doesn't have to worry about the anger. Not to mention if he gets set up, he's acquisitioning them. Um, he can do, and with double meditation again, like he's so primed to be good right now. And he has
Yeah, double
deflection drill
meditation great.
axis. Like he's so good.
I've been playing a lot of. Well, I haven't played, but I've been wanting to play 18 so badly now that meditation's at 2, but no one's been joining my rooms these last few days. I'll have a room up for like 45 minutes and no one will join. So life's hard.
Yeah, I was actually saying that a lot of people just straight up aren't joining, or they won't let me join their games because they're trying to test for TOP with their buddies or something, or they want to keep their decks a secret. It's just like, I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, yo, there ain't nothing that you're gonna be hiding from me that I haven't already thought about. At least that's me. Like, I don't. There's no decks. No, I shouldn't say that, but like, you're not gonna keep anything from me. Like, I've been building so much. I've already been thinking about everything so much. But
Yeah, but there's some really ignorant players that are in TOP.
yeah,
Um, and last year, friggin' Eric NG, uh, he got blown up with combative trunks. There's a huge post about how that deck was busted.
yeah.
And
Kevin,
then he lost to Kevin, who built that deck just to counter combative trunks.
I know. Poor Eric. I was testing with Eric a shitload when he was playing that deck. Oh shit! I think I kept the wrong card in my hand. Oh well.
Yeah. Uh, Kevin knew Eric was playing the deck before the post went up. Kevin had already picked out tag. Um, he and I were just both really pissed at Trevor Cox because Trevor played Adaptive 13, and if he beats Cody, then my Piccolo deck beats him, and then I would have played Tommy Andre, and I would have beaten him, and then it would have been Kevin and I in finals. But because Trevor played Adaptive 13 instead of Adept 13, I lost to Cody in round 2 because he was Dynamic Broly. And when I talked to Cody at Gastonia, Cody said, "Yeah, I was testing against Adept 13 and just beat Broly every time." So I was like, I just didn't know what to do, and I ended up going with Dynamic Broly anyway. And Trevor Adaptive 13, I was like, Okay, I have a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember everyone talking about TOP back when it happened, and I wasn't really part of the conversations about it, so.
Are you in TOP?
No. No. Unfortunately, Eric beat me again, kept me out of it again. Go figure.
Oh, with his undefeated oppressive Kid Trunks deck.
Oh god, dude, he was. I mean, he beat three King or Majin Vegetas that day, so that tells you what kind of player he is.
Well,
I mean,
it's almost like playing the game when your opponent can't. It's pretty good.
well, I mean, Majin Vegeta 2 is a thing, but
Yeah, but I watched his game. I don't know. As I think really blew that game. As leveled from 2 to 3, and I was like,
yeah,
oh, you lose.
it's a risk for sure.
I just hate oppressive so much.
Yeah, it seems to be consensus for a lot of people.
I've played
Ryan,
so much of it though. I use it all the time now, and I still hate it.
Ryan, good old Ryan O'Malley bitching about oppressive.
Yeah. Well, I 100% agree with them. Oppressive new Gohan is actually really dumb.
I was
That
playing
I think
it.
that's better than rampaging new Gohan.
I was playing it pre-nerf a little bit, and I really liked it. My deck never like dropped below like 45 cards with it.
Yeah, you rejuvenate a ton. You level really quick. Losing the skip on level 2 sucks.
Slowed it down a lot, yeah, for sure.
It's still okay, but I still think his level 2 is better. His new level 2 is better than his old level 2.
Absolutely. Like the Awakening 2 is good and all, but that's entirely for control now. Like maybe mid tempo, but it's just such a
Yeah.
good.
Well, like if your opponent attacks into a skip lock, you use your new level 2 to gain force, and then you get the skip so you can chain your anger again. It's just too good to pass up. Plus, like oppressive really lends itself to menace looping. Just like every oppressive deck can loop menace really well. And
I goofed
when
and
you're looping menace on your opponent with the having those stage physicals to really get the lock on your opponent is really good.
well, what's really good about Gohan 2 is it's a flat 6.
Yeah, exactly. And you can menace loop your opponent, and then throw. So like you use 2 menaces, throw that for another 6 stages, rejuvenate those 2 menaces, and put them back out. And you can really lay on the pressure. Um, it's just really strong. And if you push to that level 4, you're in a ridiculous spot. You've got stage gain, you've got massive rejuve.
Yeah, it's definitely a contender, and with all the anti-anger Saiyan has, it's really poised to be able to beat a lot of these other decks.
Yeah.
And
Protective, I think, is going to make a big comeback.
everyone's saying that. I mean, it probably will, but protect. It's just like I don't know.
I think it's really good, man.
It is good. Protective is still good. It ultimately comes down to how people build it though too. And like head knock isn't as consistent against like a good orange player because they're gonna and a good red player because they're gonna not maybe I shouldn't say good red player. Not every red deck's running attitude drill, but like every orange anger deck should be running. Um, what's the card?
Investigation.
Investigation drill. So this combat.
Yeah, but head knock is for scrubs, dude. I'm talking blue defensive effect.
Fuck crit.
Like, as insane as Vegito is, if you enter on him when he's on level
Oh yeah, blue defense
2
effect is
defensive
huge.
effect, yeah, all these really greedy anger decks,
I messed
more
up.
so than ever, they generate their value
I messed my game
by
up
leveling
here.
in combat.
I had
If you deprive that from them, most of their MP levels are not that good to stay on in a combat.
Yeah, Vegito's weakest level is 1 for sure, but 2 is not a bad spot to stick him on either. Biggest thing is he
But
gets the free drill search.
yeah, and I mean he's got to be running Aura Drill. It's just too free,
Yeah.
so he's gonna be pounding
You
you.
you can still get him if you wall breaker him on 1. He can't do shit with energetic not having a modifier like until he gets aura drill out. Maybe intensity if he runs it. he's not doing anything.
Yeah, but he's going to search investigation drill to banish that wall breaker.
Well, he doesn't have a drill search on his level, so that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, but he has other drill searchers.
Yeah, I mean, he can.
I'm not saying you
Depends on how
shouldn't run wall breaker.
depends on how he runs the deck. Because if he's running the drill search cards, most of them don't have anger or their hit effect to search, or they're some sort of conditional search. So
Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't run wall breaker. I'm saying I don't think super good against him.
see, I goofed up in my game. I had Earth Ball 7. I kept a sphere over it, and I fucked up because if I had that ball 7, I would still had both my attach cards on, and I would have been keeping my advantage on Cody here. I goofed up. I did the same thing with Tao the other day when I was really tired. I'm still getting used to playing this shit again. This is like my first game on this one too. This is my second game on this deck, granted, but yeah, I don't think Vegeta's is bad. Like he's very lockable. Like he has strong counters. The biggest thing is energetic mastery itself is like the fact that you can get the anger off any attack and the stages off any attack that hits, and the fact that he can like can go at any point he can have like a 3 anger action right off the bat with that mastery if he lands like a 2 anger energy. Not to mention he's got 4 anger on board to start the game, potentially 5 if he got his Crying Drill. It's just so much. But Android
And
13
he gets
is
heroic dashing punch and set orange spine kick.
yeah, he gets both of those is huge. But also the fact is that like there are other MPs that do the same thing that can get that much anger, but its biggest thing too is like he can go level 2 and instantly grab checkup drill, or he can grab more advantage. He just consistently gets access to drills. He's definitely very strong, but I think he's beatable, and I don't think he's going to win TOP. Not and granted that part of that's going to be I don't think a lot of people are going to be playing him because they're worried. They're either like I don't have enough experience, or I think everyone's going to try to counter Vegito. But I still don't think a Vegito deck is the best deck in the game. I still feel like there's a black control and orange control that are still I think better. And now that they have answers in the form of Mocking Drill, Meditation at 2 again, and then with black getting the Manipulative being defensive, it's going to be really hard to break some of those decks. Of course, I have no endurance. Oh, that hurts so bad.
Mocking drill is so dumb.
Mocking Drill should never have been made, among other
It
things.
shouldn't be. It. My question is, hold on, I'm reading his effect. I'm reading this blue barrage card.
Yeah,
That's a really interesting card.
I'm about to lose. I lost here by not holding that ball 7. I pretty much lost this game off that play.
What was I gonna say? Something about Vegito? Something about manipulative? Oh, mocking drill should never have been made. But if it was made, why is it restricted to Earthling traits? Why not restricted to aliens with its drill canceling effect? Like Earthling MPs are already far and away the best orange MPs. Goku, Android 20, Android 18, Krillin, Yamcha.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Every time the devs make like a good orange card and they need to trait restrict it, they restrict it to Earthlings, except for Spine Kick. That's the only card. Like Separating Shot, Attraction Drill.
Yeah, the way the traits have been implemented with some of the cards are just like, why did we give all the Suppressive Strike's a good example of like, why did we give certain MPs that were already really good the only good answer for the things that beat them?
Yeah. Although I am glad Deborah doesn't have Suppressive Strike.
Yeah, yes and no.
I mean, I I don't like Deborah being a good deck. I'll say it. I don't like him. He's too free.
Yeah, Deborah is still good. I mean, if anything, people not playing combative made every physical deck that was stopped being played even better. And with everybody running these energy decks that need anger and stages so bad, like big goof on their end. I don't
Yeah.
know. There's just so many things like people are like fixating on all the new stuff and they forget that black control just got better with this mastery. Orange control got better because they got answers to the only things that beat them. People are going to be playing less Majin Vegeta, which means everything that Majin Vegeta was holding back is better. Ally decks are really good because none of these new decks have answers to allies on their board or on their directly in their package or their name cards. Um, like board got way better, even though it doesn't seem like it like directly, like indirectly, everything got way better, and people are just so fixated. Like I can't wait till people start like playing Vegito and they run into these old decks that now don't have to worry about the counters being run for them, and then they just wipe the floor with Vegito, and then people are gonna be or like enhanced too. Like enhanced is still slow on the anger gain. Like enhanced only gets angry if you run pose or if you run the auto levelers. So it's in the same boat as like the other Saiyan masteries where
You just hold Sphere against Enhanced.
yeah, honestly, like Sphere to just stop Unleashed or Pose, and then they don't do anything, and then you lock them with any anti-anger, and then you just beat the shit out of their level 1 MP. It's just like silly, I guess. Ooh, this is
Callie Dennis has a really good enhanced Broly. It's just insane. It doesn't need any auto levelers. It's
Broly.
really
Broly
cool.
can well, Broly can get to 2 pretty easily in enhanced.
And that's all he does. He gets to 2, and he
That's all you need.
yeah, that's all you need. He rejuvenates. I saw him rejuvenate almost 30 cards in one combat.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I entered with 3 cards in my deck.
I don't think there's anything you can do.
No, there's not. I just enter. I goofed this game up by doing what I did by holding
Sorry
on
to hear
to.
that, bud.
Yeah, it's all right. I've lost 2 games. The 2 games I played with this deck, I lost because I just made a wrong call on the card to hold. That's all right. I can get one in with you, Shane. We can continue this conversation. So anyway, everyone who watched this video through and got some of our conversation, hope you guys
Oh,
enjoyed.
hey guys.
And without telling Shane, I've been recording this entire match. So anyway, take it easy.